reading a new book.
Great.
Reading. And I think that it will be good.
Oh, yes, it is.
In my case, I was working all the day until 6 p.m.
Oh my God.
And after, I take some of eating. Sandwich, nothing else for today.
Okay, so you have been working lots of hours, right?
Yes. De hecho es, in fact.
Yeah, in fact.
8 hours. I start at 9 a.m. But in my case, I've got a little flexibility. I can start wherever I want, but at the end of the day, I have to work at least 8 hours. So if I start earlier, I can finish earlier as well. So
this is very good. This is very good. So you can combine the hours when you want, more or less.
Yes, that's depend if I like madrugar, ¿cómo se dice? If I
get up early.
Get up early, yes.
Very good. Very good, guys. Javi, do you like working, I don't know, do you like working 8 hours? You could work more, or would you like to work less hours?
In general, if you like where are you working, or what are you working to? I think 8 hours is not bad. It's not too much. In my case, I like where I want, so for me it's good. But some days, if we have a lot of work, probably my boss asked me to work a little bit more, but it's not so normal. For example, in this quarantine, I haven't had to work. I haven't had to work more than 8 hours any day. So for me, 8 hours it's good.
Okay.
It's okay. Yes. For example, I know in other countries, for example, in Germany, I've got a friend there who has to work more than 8 hours, and I think you have no free time or another. You have no more time to do whatever you want.
Exactly. The thing is that now we cannot do many things. Well, at home we can do many things, but not going to a museum or things like that.
Yes. The good point of to work at home is that you don't waste a lot of time to commute, and you earn. No, ¿tú ganas más horas?
Yeah, you win, you earn.
You earn at least, I think, 1 hour plus per day. So that's good.
Yeah, this is true. Depending on where your job is. For example, I have to commute for 20-25 minutes, so it's not a lot. But when I worked in Madrid, for example, it was 1 hour to go and 1 hour to get back, so it was a lot.
It's too much, yes.
So it depends also. If you could, guys, let me see. Jose is there. If you could choose working at home or working in your job, what would you choose? I mean, if you could to decide this situation forever, what would you choose?
In my case, I will choose work at home 2-3 days a week, and the rest of the days in the office. Because,
this is good.
yes, you can repartir.
Divide?
Divide the tasks, and for example, in my case, in the office, I am concentrated, more concentrated than in home, than at home.
Yeah, it also depends on if you have, on the fact if you have siblings or you live with your parents or you have, yeah, it depends also on these things. Because people having kids, it is quite impossible, you know?
Yes. There is working balance.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Irene, so you would choose like a balance between teleworking and working in your job. And what about the rest, guys?
Well, I think I'm agree with Irene, because I think if you work all day at home, you don't have the same concentration that you could have in the office, because at home you have more things that could take your attention more than in. And well, I think that if you work all days at home, you could make routines that could have not the best benefits for you. For example, if you are at home and you all days at 11 o'clock you eat, or you are 11 o'clock you eat and biscuits or something like that, you could get fat.
Yes. Yeah, this is true. This is true, but you can't eat biscuits at job.
Yeah, but in job, I think you have your boss and your mates or your.
Yeah, this is true. This is different.
Yes.
Yeah, this is different because I eat a lot now, and I eat more because, you know, when we are in class, we don't have time, but now I can have my water, you know, juice, something like that. So I eat more. But I think this is happening to all of us because sometimes we eat because of boredom.
Yes.
Or we don't have nothing to do and we say, oh, let's eat a toast or something like that.
Yeah.
And Javier, what would you choose? Work at home, what?
If I could choose, I would like to mix as Irene and Jose. For example, 3 days at home and 2 at the office, because in my case I have to do some tests to vehicles, so that kind of tests are physics, so it's impossible to do it at home. So I would like to work 3 days and combine, yes, and combine these other 2 days at work.
Yes, that would be very nice.
Yes.
Because I would also choose that, a combination of the two of them, because you know, teaching like this, like we're doing now in the quarantine, it is a little bit strange. It is good because I think I teach you more things, because sometimes for example, when I am in class with you, I cannot tell you, okay, guys, I'm going to pass to you this grammar thing. Now I'm going to pass you a PowerPoint. I cannot do that because I don't have the material. I can show you things here. We can see more vocabulary in here rather than in the blackboard in class. I don't know. I feel that it is better here for some things, and usually we give more class in here because here we are the half of an not the half of an hour, 1 hour and a half. Exactly, but in class maybe we wait the first 5 minutes. If you're too tired, I let you go a little bit earlier. But it is true that for speaking and all these activities, it would be better to see your faces and so on. Not through here, I mean in general, to have a contact and all these things.
Yes, it's true.
That's true.
But I think that the classes sometimes are more productive here because we are more concentrated. Like, guys, I give you time to do this, and now I pass you this. In class, it is, well, let's speak half an hour, but it is also good. It is also good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So I like that we spoke a little bit because we never do. But this is good. We're going to get used to, nos vamos a acostumbrar to this situation. I don't know if you remember or if you have forgotten, but we're going to continue a little bit with this thing of used to, get used to. You have the document as I pass it to you through the chat. Hoy he dicho chat, siempre digo WhatsApp. Let's see. So we're going to continue with some exercises and so on. So, no. Let me think what we are going to do. Okay, let's going to go to this exercise. I know I have skipped this one, but let's going to go to this one, okay? This is the same as, well, all of them are named the same, used to, be used to, or get used to, pero pasamos a este. Because I prefer that we do this part now. So, if you are in this exercise, I'm going to give you time. You have to combine what we saw the other day, the 3 of them, in the tense that it fits. Maybe in some of them there will be more options, okay? At least, I want at least that they are very well constructed. Grammatically, the sentences, I mean. So, I'm going to give you time, guys, to do this exercise. The one starting with, I come from a small village, and it is 7. Okay, so I'm going to give you just some minutes, okay?
Okay.
okay, you're too fast. When I read this, I thought, maybe this is not from today, maybe this is from the other class, but no, it is, what is this? Okay. I come from a small village. I will never I'm gonna put it in capital letters so that you can see it better. I will never, get used to living in a big city. Nunca me acostumbraré. I will never get used to. Two, when I was a child, I you could say I was used to playing, or I used to play, because it's a past habit. You could also say I was used to, but well, this is a matter of semantics. I used to play because it's a past habit. I'm a postman. I am used to walking long distances. I am used to, estoy acostumbrado. 4, when you become a mother, you have to get used to not. Well, we could say there are 2 ways. You have to get used to not having a lot of time without the to, or to get, you have to get used to not having, we could say that, okay? A lot of free time. 5, I don't mind the noise. I am used to working in an open space office. So I am used to, because I don't mind. This is a general fact. 6, but I gave it up when we moved to the States. Give something up es dejar un hábito, okay? I'm going to write it. To give something up, abandonar, dejar un hábito. And we move, to move means, aparte de mudarse, no quería decir eso, quería decir, aparte de moverse es mudarse, but I totally spoil it. 6, you could say I used to smoke because it was a past habit. I used to smoke, but I gave it up when we moved to the States. 7, I've been living in London for a year, but I still haven't used to, here is the other gap. Used to driving. I suppose you don't have doubts. If you have, just let me know. No doubts? Was it easy to combine?
Marta?
Yes.
In number 2, I put I was used to playing. It is correct? Or we could put...
Yes, it is better used to play because it is a past habit, but yours is grammatically correct.
Okay.
I was used to playing. Yes, it sounds well.
And in number 5 is only used to work, no?
To working, you have to put ing.
I used to working.
No, that's not possible, porque cuando utilizáis el used to...
Okay, I am. Okay. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Cuando es uno de estos, vais a poner detrás del to ing, pero si es el used to, va con el verbo en infinitivo, so no. Let's do now a quiz. I suppose that you are going to like it. Well,
Marta, one question.
Yes. Tell me.
About the 7th sentence, we don't have to put got. It's like used to.
You could say I haven't been used to. I haven't got used to. Yes, you could put it. It would mean something different, but it is perfect. If you say, I still haven't got used to it, still haven't been used to driving.
Okay, okay.
Now I say that you're going to like because you can mark this. So maybe that's a little bit more interesting. So guys, now I'm going to give you a little bit of time for doing this quiz, which is just nothing, 10 questions. Okay, let's see. If you want to go for an exam and you want aptis or something like that, the questions are like that in the grammar part. Okay, this is something that we are not used to. No estamos acostumbrados a hacer este tipo de ejercicios because we don't have this type of multiple choice in the first certificate exam for having the B2, but in aptis this appears, so you could have this structure in one exam, so you have to get used to. Okay, question 1. I like it now, but I didn't used to. So this is the correct one. Why? Because we have didn't, and I have here the D, so I don't have to put it here. Okay. Well, this is, guys, this is simply the rules of the past simple, and you have to be used to the rules of the past simple. So this is not difficult. I find it hard to get used to the dark evenings in winters. I find it hard, encuentro difícil to get used to, acostumbrarme, okay? You need the to, that's why. 3, it took me a while to get used to typing. Okay, now you know that it is ing. You know that it is ing because you are used to doing these exercises, but normally people say type. Why? Because after to we put the first column. Okay, but get used to and be used to are exceptions on a continental keyboard. 4, I am to being spoken to like that. I am not used to being spoken like that. This is a passive voice with the used to. I'm not used to. No estoy acostumbrada a que me hablen así. Antes que decir, I am not used to that they speak to me like that. This is what we saw, like I was given a present. This is the same structure. So I am not used to being spoken. No estoy acostumbrado a que a ser hablado de esa manera, okay, if you want to translate more literally. 5, I play football on Saturdays when I was at a school. I used to. Why? Because this is a past habit. That's it. And after used to, we put the first column, okay? It is when we have be or get that we put the ing form. Number 6. Before I started cycling, I got used to. No, wait. Before, because I have to think. Before I started cycling, I used to. This is a past habit. I used to go to work by bus. Okay. Got used to, no, because we would need going. And it would mean something a little bit different. 7, I haven't studied for ages. For ages is an expression and it means desde hace siglos. Okay, it is an expression. Por muchos años, por muchos siglos, this thing. I haven't studied for ages and I'm finding it hard to get used to studying every day. 8, I couldn't because get. I suppose that they wanted to put become. Si tenéis become en vez de get estaría también bien, ¿vale? Pero es que esto de because no entiendo. I couldn't get used to the food. No me pude acostumbrar. He never used to behave. We need to because behave means comportarse. De ahí viene behavior. Comportamiento. Entonces, ya sabéis, normally, when we want to put together two verbs, we have to put the to. He never used to because it is a past habit to behave like that. 10, it's taking me a long time to get used to speaking Norwegian, Noruego, okay, Norwegian. from Norway. Norway es Noruega, Norwegian, Noruego, the language. Okay, good. I suppose that this was very good. This was more or less easy. Let's do another quiz. Ay, en este no tenéis el circulito. I don't like it. But this is a little bit more difficult, okay? In which you are going to be asked to think, and we have 4 options in here, so you have to get used to saying 4 options. So guys, I give you time for doing this. see. After the holidays, it takes me a week. B. To get used to get. To get used to get up early again. Okay, this is get, the get of used to, and this is the get of get up. Okay, so don't be messed by seeing a lot of gettings. After the holidays, it takes me a week to get used to getting, sorry. Hi. To get used to getting. Let me see, give me one second. Because I don't see anything. Because you know that I have here maybe you don't know. No, you don't know because you don't see my screen, but I have here a hole in black. So I have to put it very big to get used to getting, of course. I used to play football when I was young. I'm too old and fat to play now. Oh my God. I'm gonna do it with this. Oh no, okay, I can't. I have to buy a mouse, but when shops open. Let me reread it. I used to play, yes. At first, it was difficult for her to speak in French all the time, but she's used to it now. She's used to it now. It says now, so be careful because this is. Do you mind if I use your phone? And this is, iba a decir, este es el uso de use. This is the use of use that it is as the main verb. The verb means utilizar. So, do you mind if I use your phone? ¿Te importa que use tu teléfono? Let's see more. 5. I've been getting up early every day for years, but I'm already used to it. No, I'm still not used to it. Okay. I've been getting up early every day for years, but I'm still not used to it. Todavía no estoy acostumbrado o acostumbrada. The queue, remember this pronunciation, the queue, la cola, okay? In the bakers es panadería. Okay, the queue in the bakers, to be so bad, but now it's terrible. I suppose that didn't used to be so bad, but now it's terrible. It must be that new ciabatta bread they bake, it's delicious. Oh, I like ciabatta bread. This is my favorite. I'm going to tell you, una barra de pan in English is a loaf of bread, okay? A loaf of bread. Good. 7 people, internet yet, but in a few years' time, everybody will be surfing around like crazy. People aren't used to using internet yet, but in a few years' time, everybody will be surfing around like crazy. I think that this example was many years ago realized because, you know, everybody knows about internet. So aren't used to using, good. 8, Jim doesn't have a girlfriend now, but he used to in the past, a past habit. 9, if you go to live in Britain, you'll have to get used to driving. Yes, this is You'll have to get used to driving, yes. This is. Te tendrás que acostumbrar. You'll have to, you will have to, te tendrás. This is the modal verb, get used to driving. Have you seen the many types of verbs? We have will, then have, then to, then get. Now used with D, then to again, then driving with ing. You know, this is very difficult. You'll have to get used to driving. Te tendrás que acostumbrar a conducir on the left, por la izquierda. 10. Pepe Juan was in London. Me ha sorprendido. I have been taken aback. Pepe Juan was in London for a year. He liked England, but the insipid food and the disgusting coffee and of course the miserable weather he could never get used to. He couldn't ever get used to because he couldn't, no pudo acostumbrarse, so he couldn't. And wasn't used to estaría bien, pero era que no estaba acostumbrado. But we prefer this option. Okay. So doubts in here?
Yes, I have one. Yes, the last one. I don't know what's the difference between ever and never.
Okay, ever is positive. Okay, is the same, but if you have here a negative, you have couldn't. So you put the positive form. If you have a positive, you put the negative. So it is the same, totally the same.
Okay. So, for example, in the number C, the letter C, it's wrong. Write it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And this is, but be careful, chicos, hay una cosa que en inglés no se puede hacer una doble negativa gramaticalmente, pero es que luego se hace, por ejemplo, en inglés, I don't, for example, I'm going to give you an example. I don't like anything and I don't like nothing. La correcta gramaticalmente sería esta. I don't like nothing because here you negate one time and nothing es negativo, es nada, pero veis aquí el any, ¿no? Para negativas. Bueno, pues esto estaría mal, pero es que la gente incluso dice más I don't like anything antes que I don't like nothing. So that's the problem with these things. Normalmente, si tenemos negativo, positivo, positivo, negativo, ¿vale? Como aquí, por ejemplo, positivo y aquí, perdón, negativo y aquí sería positivo. Pero podéis escucharlo de esta forma. I don't like anything. Because this is very, very useful.
Por ejemplo, anything es negativo.
Sí.
Y nothing es positivo.
Nothing is
o neutral o algo así.
Yes, it is like that. We saw it in let me find it. PowerPoint, the expression of quantity. Let's see if it is here. Because I have it in, oh my God. Let me find it because it is just a second. Here. Look at this. It is one is negative, and the other is non-assertive. This means, well, this is just, esto era para acordarme de cómo se llamaba. Non-assertive, guys, means que uno es negativo y el otro es no asertivo, o sea, no afirmativo. So this is a little bit of a mess, ¿ok? Pero ya os digo que es que luego esto en el uso no se utiliza. Okay. Quiero decir que luego en el uso lo decís como queráis. Pero de cara a un examen sí que conviene saberlo, que dos negativas en inglés hacen positivo. hacen una frase en positivo.
Okay.
And we have 2 exercises more, and that's it. I think we're going to have time. Let me see. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to give you time to do this. After this class, you would have gotten used to this grammar. I hope so. Now, guys, it is a little bit difficult because you have to mix, and then we have a test, and we would have finished. Okay, so I'm giving you time. my God, you are too fast, too quick. Okay, European drivers find it difficult. Find it difficult is an expression which means encuentran difícil, ¿vale? Yo encuentro difícil no sé qué. Y siempre tengo que poner find it. Tengo que ponerlo así, porque es una expresión. Es decir, por ejemplo, encuentro difícil bailar. Por ejemplo, I find it difficult to dance. Ella encuentra difícil las matemáticas. She finds it difficult maths. ¿Ok? Find it difficult. Encontrar difícil o tener problemas al hacer algo. ¿Ok? European drivers find it difficult to get used to driving. Get used to driving on the left when they visit Britain. See that building there? I used to go to school there, but now it's a factory. So this is a past habit. 3, I've only been at this company a couple of months. I suppose that it is, I still haven't got used to how they do things around here. I put the present perfect because for me it sounds very good because of the still and because you have present perfect in here. I've been, okay? I still haven't got used to how they do things around here. Si no hay verbo no pasa nada. No me he acostumbrado. Okay? So it is not necessary for you to put a verb. 4, when I first arrived in this neighborhood is barrio, I used to live in a house. I had always lived in apartment buildings. Solía vivir. I used to live. Let's see this one. Working till 10 p.m. isn't a problem. I would say I am used to finishing. A ver qué os leo. Yes, number 4. When I first arrived in this neighborhood, I used to live in a house. I had always lived in apartment buildings. Solía vivir en una casa. Pero, okay. This is a past habit. Hemos dicho que neighborhood era barrio. También. Because it is a past habit. Used to live. Y yo en el 5, como dice working till 10 p.m. isn't a problem now. If something is not a problem now, it is because you are used to now. So I would say I am in present. I am used to finishing late. Estoy acostumbrado a terminar tarde. I did it in my last job too. Ya lo hice o ya lo hacía en mi antiguo trabajo también. Okay, so I would say it in present because you are used to now. Because of your past experience, but it is now. Like that. Well. 6. I can't believe they are going to build an airport just 2 miles from our new house. I will never get used to all that noise. What a nightmare. Pero qué pesadilla. What a nightmare. Seven. His father used to smoke 20 cigarettes a day. Now he doesn't smoke at all. At all means this is an expression also, and at all means nada. O sea, si yo digo, I don't like it at all, no me gusta nada. I don't like it at all. O te gusta? Do you like this coffee at all? At all means nada. Used to smoke. Past habit. 8. Whenever all my friends went to discos with them, but now I enjoy it. Let me see. Whenever all my friends went to discos, what do you have in this one? I would say I never got used to going. Well, different options. You can say I never in the past got used to going, never used to go. Let me see. Whenever my friends want to do it, I never used to go. Very good, because it's a past habit. Very good. I never used to go. You could say, of course, you could say, I never have got used to going. Nunca me acostumbré a ir. Pero ahora lo disfruto. Podría pegar también otra forma, pero sí que es verdad que it is a past habit. So, this one. ¿Veis? Si ponéis la otra, no es que esté tampoco mal, es que significa otra cosa. I never used to go es no solía ir. Pero también tendría sentido, no me acostumbré nunca a ir. It is a little bit different. 9. I have had my driving lessons almost a year now. I have been used to, I would say I have been used to driving. Why in the present perfect? Because of I have had, and you have a temporal adverb there. So I would say I have been used to, me he acostumbrado a conducir. I have been, conjugo el be con el have been, porque tengo aquí también present perfect, and then I put used to driving. I have been used to driving. And the last one, when Max went to live in Italy, he, let me think, when Max went to live in Italy, he got used to living there very quickly. Se acostumbró a vivir ahí muy rápidamente. He's a very open-minded person. Open-minded person means a person, una persona con la mente abierta. Open-minded. Okay. And now, they are a lot. Okay, very quickly, guys, the last exercise, and we would have finished. Okay, guys, let's going to correct it. Let's going to do it together if you haven't finished. Let's see the first one. I live in Australia. Let me see if I am speaking to myself. Okay, I live in Australia. I can't get used to having Christmas in summer. Okay, I can't get used to. You see that that get can be conjugated with a modal, with whatever. It was unusual. Unusual is strange. Inusual is strange, okay? It was unusual at first, but I got used to it. Okay, me acostumbré. I got used to it. Three. Let me do this because if not, I'll always get used to driving on the left. I will never get used to driving on the left. You see, if you put never, you put will never. I won't ever. Do you think I will get used to the food? ¿Crees que me acostumbraré a la comida? Do you think I will get used to the food? When I was young, I used to play football with my friends. Used to play. Some of them are very easy, like this one. They are used to the weather by now. By now es ya. Okay, by now, ya. Como si dijera now. They are used to the weather by now. Good. You should try and get used to reading. When I was young, I used to play a lot of basketball. Good. I am used to waking up early for my new job. I am used to, estoy acostumbrado. I used to visit. Here is visit because it's past habit. When it is past habit, we don't put ing. I used to visit my parents on the weekend. Blackpool in England used to be, in the past, the most popular tourist destination. These days, English people prefer to go abroad, to go to Spain. Well, this I'm enriching this. Did you used to work? Because why without D? Because we have the D here. For what? A component of tech. Well, I don't know what's that. She still isn't used to. Isn't, so I am, no. She still isn't used to working at night. Ella todavía no está acostumbrada a trabajar por la noche o de noche. Recordad que con night va esta preposición at night, es en general por la noche. ¿Vale? Si yo digo in the night, puedo decir in the night, pero suena mejor la collocation at night, aunque se puede decir in the night. Ah, ya. Well, me había picado hacer esto. Doubts. Could you repeat the second? Sure. The second was... ¡Ey, me lo ha quitado! It was unusual at first, but I am getting used to it. Fue raro al principio, inusual, pero me estoy acostumbrando. I am getting used to it. You're welcome. Guys, more doubts? have you been used to using these expressions? Are you going to use these in your everyday lives? Well, I hope that you use this. Bueno, os he machacado bastante esta semana. But this was useful. Jope, ahora solo me salen palabras con use. This was useful. Useful es útil. Useful, ¿vale? Escrito useful. Like this. Useful. Útil. Well, we're not going to see more things about grammar because, as I told you the other day, there is no more grammar in English, just inversion, but we will see vocabulary and expressions, and we will try to do something about writing also in class, and you send me it via Word in here or something like that. Okay, guys, so see you. Let me think the day it is today. Today is Wednesday. Because I get confused because Javi and Irene are from, for me, you will be always, it is difficult to get used to the changing of the classes and so on. Some of you have changed to other classes and so on, and it is difficult to get used to. So today is Wednesday. So I see you on Monday. On Monday, we will see if we have been able to go out, if we have passed to the next phase, guys.
Yes, okay.
Okay, guys, so see you on Monday.
See you.
Bye.
Bye, Marta.
Bye-bye. Thank you for being here.